Hey all, Russ here, RVERTV. Welcome. Check it out. We're on the road, trucking up Highway 89. We're in Northern California. Going to be doing quite a few miles up through this beautiful country. I'm actually going to stop too at Graeagle, visit some old friends I've had for years and years. Then we'll keep trucking. The goal is to get up to Lassen National Park. That'll be the next video coming up. But this one here, we're just going to do some driving through the countryside, sightseeing, maybe catch a little town or two, huh? So buckle up, get ready. The journey starts now. This is cool. Look at this old hotel that they just restored. This is Sierraville. I drove up through here, oh my goodness, like 30 years ago. I don't really remember it. My friends that live up in Graeagle, they love it up here. When you think of California, you don't think of places like this. Cute little town, huh? Small town USA. Old hotel, there's a store up here, a little general store. You know, one thing they do get up here is fires, though. Always fire danger this time of year. We'll be going up through Quincy, all that Lassen Volcanic National Park. I spotted that a few weeks ago, so it's been on the list to go find it. But like I said earlier, I'll be next video. Feels good to be out of the van. That was really a nice visit around Lake Tahoe. Really enjoyed that. That Emerald Bay was just crystal blue. Great scenery. Look at that, even little cafe. I can smell the food. It smells good. Alright, well, let's hop back in the van. Let's keep rolling. We're going to stick on this Highway 89 for a while. Away we go. Miles wise, it's not super far, but it'll be slow, some of these roads. Then I'll pull off in Graeagle, which will be the next stop. Looking forward to that. I go back over 40 years with my buddy Rodney. We used to work together a long, long time ago. Well, it kind of opened up here where all the trees go. Uh-oh, road construction. After I left Tahoe, I hit a lot of it where they're putting in that fiber optic line. It took a couple hours to get clear up past Truckee. Okay, while we're sitting here, here's your scenic view from the hand cam inside the van here. That truck is cheating. He gets to go in first. Probably part of the work crew. Yeah, I think it was called the Dixie Fire 2 years ago. Over 1 million acres burned up here. Every year they have a massive fire. You can see how dry it is already. Then you watch the news channels, you know, they get tons of snow here too, but it dries out in a hurry. Beautiful lakes. We're high mountain here. We'll be up in elevation for sure. Alright, well, hopefully we get rolling here in just a minute. Wasn't too bad. You see, there is farms everywhere. So what I'll do is I'll kick the cameras on when I see some good stuff. Other than that, we're going to see a lot of pine trees. Look how tall they are right along the road. It smells like a big pine air freshener up here too. It's great. Super clean. I know I said it earlier, I'll probably say it again too. When you think of California, you don't think of places like this. This seems more like Oregon or those type places where you're way up in the mountains. Speaking of which, after we get through that Lassen National Park, guess where we're heading next? 2 guesses. Alright, this one. Oregon. Okay, we made it. We're getting into Graeagle up here. That sign says Quincy's another 26 miles. There's the sign for Graeagle. I'm actually going to spend the night here, but I won't show that on camera. I'll try to get a few clips of what we're going to run around, probably get something to eat. I don't think they really want to be on YouTube. I'll ask them. We'll see. Not everybody does. Doesn't matter. Then in the morning we're trucking right out of here, so don't go anywhere. What is that? Wow. There is a massive golf course right off to the right. Look how green. Could you lose some golf balls in there? I golfed 1,000 years ago. All the squirrels were happy when I quit golfing. I lost my good share of golf balls. But now we travel. Back road, small towns, RVERTV style. The town should be right up here. Here it is. Welcome to downtown Graeagle. Kind of a tourist place, a lot of cabins. I think they got two golf courses for sure. I better grab me some of this $7 and was it 40-cent diesel here. That's another thing about California, huh? Little cabins. They brought those cabins in. One family bought all this up and really developed all of Graeagle. Like I said earlier, a couple RV parks, all that. But this is kind of it. There's nice places to eat. The golf courses have restaurants. Well, I need to find a place. I'm gonna pull off, get a hold of my friends. Right in here is good. So let me figure out a game plan here, huh? Don't go anywhere. Here's a few clips from my visit with my friends, and enjoy the scenic views.
Does it work?
It says free calls.
It does. Yeah. Hey, you gonna come out to Superman?
There's a dial tone.
Oh, wow. Call home.
That's amazing. Swimming prohibited.
Is this public in here?
Yeah.
Okay. What's the name of this lake?
Sardine Lake.
Sardine Lake.
So yeah, lower Sardine Lake, and then up there is the upper Sardine.
Wow.
You ever try getting the locking sticks and see if those help?
This thing gets
Just doesn't. Just so with the locking stick, you can kind of take a little pressure off of it.
Oh, we should have brought Russell's electric bike.
Yeah.
Whoa! Huh?
Rodney, you gotta wait.
Now that one actually has a chair in it.
Whoa! That's a bucket.
Both of them.
That's a.
So you need
So,
D, or who's that, DB?
so Michael, did you want to walk out there and show them how wobbly it is? You're gonna get where the boat can go.
Oh, this one's not as bad.
Oh, that's easy. And then step down in the boat that's moving. Yeah. You know the Keystone Cops? Yeah.
This is absolutely beautiful
Did you
here.
see an eagle last time we were here?
Nah, I think it was the osprey.
Osprey,
Yeah.
that's what it was, yeah.
See, I think this one's actually for the people to come out on you, because there's no number to rent, so those all numbered.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a little bridge right back there.
But that's the overflow for the dam.
All the baby fish and everything too.
And they call this a sand pond?
I guess so, yeah.
I'll guarantee you, if you had a gold pen or a little dredge thing, you'd pull flakes out of here. Right one
A
amount.
little. You got two to the left as well.
Those are in the sun. These take a better picture. Each other. Each other.
Well, from wild turkeys on the bird feeder, got to go up that sardine lake, had a nice dinner at another location. My friends took me around a little bit. We lunched at the golf course. Just a beautiful area. Graeagle's pretty darn cool. Look at that big bird on a bird feeder. They chase off the little birds. Kind of cool. Where else are you going to see a wild turkey on a bird feeder? Okay, visit's over. Next morning, we'll be trucking north. Gonna head up towards Quincy. First, I gotta find me a cup of coffee down here, see if they have any. See if this gas station's open. Rod and Kathy, they've been coming up here for a lot of years. They used to stay in RV park, then they ended up getting a cabin. But all these ones here, it was all through a developer. People bought this land up years ago and developed everything into Graeagle. Oh no, it's not open. So I don't have my morning coffee for the drive. Oh well. Okay, gonna take 89 out of here. There was a Spanish Creek Campground I want to try to find. Supposed to be along a cool looking river. Also, we might see some of the devastation from that Dixie Fire, according to Rodney. He goes over 1 million acres. That thing burnt for months. The only way it got put out was by Mother Nature when the winter set in. There's always a fire danger up here. Alright, here we go. It's early. Heck yeah. You know me. We're on the road early. I'll kick the cameras on when I see something cool. Well, I just passed a sign back there, and if it's open, we're stopping. One of the good things about traveling in a van like this. Yep, there it is. See that sign says rest area? Watch this. We're gonna pull in here and I'm gonna make a cup of coffee. Then we'll continue on the road. Gotta have my morning coffee. This will be perfect. There's even someone set up here. Looks like they camped overnight. All right, get parked. We'll just take a little break right here. Yeah, just like a pine air freshener. Natural kind. You probably get used to it up here. It's pretty potent to me. But if you lived here, you probably get used to the pine smell. All right, what do you say? Coffee time? I'm hooked into the solar power, my batteries, house batteries. I keep my coffee, I'm doing this one-handed in this Tupperware thing. Put in a scoop. Like you want to see me make a cup of coffee, but you're going to. I need one. This little Black & Decker coffee maker, they're 20 bucks on Amazon. And I've used quite a few of them. They don't last forever, but they're great. They don't take a lot of power to run. About 600 watts, and it makes a great tasting cup of coffee. We're making coffee. Yay. Here, let me put a little light on it. Now we're ready to drive. Even got my little rechargeable light here. Pretty cool. Anyway, a little behind the scenes. What I have to go through to get a cup of coffee sometimes. Perfect. Part of being in the van. All right, you guys ready? Let's do some miles. Like my little fancy $3 coffee store. Had to show this too. Amazon. Okay, let's rock. All right, we're getting into Quincy, California. You want to live among the trees? I think logging is big up here. Not sure what else they do. Probably logging, wood products. I'd say this is their downtown. I need to pull off here a second. Check the maps, make sure I'm doing the right thing here. No one's out this early, huh? It's Sunday morning. It's a Sunday. There's 2 parts to Quincy. Kind of spread out. Pretty good sized town. Nice church there. Very clean looking place. Big old lumber yard. Alright, I'm sticking on 89. Some of these highways kind of merge together, 70 and 89, then they split off. If you went to the west, I-5 cuts right through the middle of California, which would take you like from Sacramento clear up to Oregon and all that. But we don't do interstates, do we? There's the fire department. Probably could have got coffee here, but it was more fun to make my own. Tastes better too. More of that expensive diesel. Wow, it dropped. That was only 6 something. All the taxes they put on the fuel here. Okay, well, we're rolling. Maybe go find that campground. What a road to drive, my goodness. I mean, your scenic view is the trees. That's why I'm not showing as much, but it is just gorgeous. A lot of RVers come up here. You know, this is very RV friendly. All kinds of campgrounds and RV parks, like back at Graeagle. A lot of those people spend the whole summer there. They got a lot of monthly sites. You want to beat the heat, this is where you do it. It could still get hot, but nights cool off here. Well, we'll keep the cameras on here for a little bit. You can see fire, burnt trees. But I don't think we're in that Dixie Fire area yet. Ooh, here's that bridge. Ooh, I bet this is it. This might be what I was looking for on the maps. Big old bridge. I think it is. Oh, I just passed it. Darn it. Let me turn around. There is just a bunch of storyboards. I think this is at Spanish Creek. Let's park here and check her out. There is quite a story here. And what's this? It is a time capsule. Wow. To be open. 2113. Boy. They put in a time capsule about this area. I think those time capsules are cool. Saving history. You wonder who will be here then to open it. Maybe they put a map to the gold mine. These hills are loaded, and I mean loaded full of gold. They didn't get it all yet. There's info on the bridge, the old bridge, putting in the new one. We just drove across that. Building the roads and tunnels. Train comes through here. That's what really developed the area. Amazing all that to build these roads that we're driving on now, all these years later. Where's the gold map? There's the train, Western Pacific Transcontinental Railroad. There is a lot of information on these. And there's the time capsule being built. That is seriously built. A lot of the plans for the bridge, the roads. Well, saving it for future generations. That's kind of cool. More places should do that. There's the hourglass for the time capsule. Men and machinery, pictures from way back. Horse-drawn wagons to help construct all this. I mean, they move mountains up here, all the rock, everything. There's a burro. Turn of the century billboards, handwritten billboards. Looks like on a sheet or a cloth. Traveling through time, Quincy or bust. Well, back in the old mining days, I remember, well, I lived in California a lot of years. It was always talked about up here in the mountains. And gold. Where's them gold nuggets? Choppers wanted. Chop trees down. A lot of history right here in these storyboards. If you get a chance, make sure you stop. It's right here at Spanish Creek. There's a campground. I'm going to drive down into the campground. It's down by the water. Well, when you don't know what you're going to find when you're driving around some of this stuff, because I had no big idea of what I was going to get into, then you find cool bridges, all kinds of stories. Old state highways built by hand. I know there's some gold nuggets laying down there with my name on it. That's quite the bridge, Joe, being out here in the middle of nowhere. Alright, well, let's head back to the van. I'll drive down the campground and we'll keep rolling. There's all kinds of campsites. They're off to the right. We're not down to the water yet. Quite a few RVs in here. No hookups. This is all primitive. Quite a few tent campers. The river is right over here. I'm not going to get a campsite or anything. I'm just going to make a quick stop. Walk over the water. They got those non-flushable toilets here. For your convenience. Alright, this looks good. Well, heck of a day to forget my fishing pole. Could have caught dinner. But what I would bring instead of a fishing pole is a gold pan. Guarantee you. Wouldn't get much, maybe a few flakes, but it's in here. This is gold country. Pretty down here, isn't it? It's like a young kid over there fishing. That goes way up steep on the other side. Pretty area. Away we go. Trucking north. Quite a few empty sites. I bet this fills up on the holidays. It's pretty remote here. Not bad though, huh? Once again, it's called Spanish Creek Campground. If you're ever interested, look her up. Be perfect. This town's called Crescent Hills. Along this Highway 89. We're getting up here a ways. I think a little farther up we're going to start seeing some of the devastation from that Dixie Fire. I've seen little patches of it already. Cute little town, huh? Not very big. Don't blink, you might miss it. Alright, let's keep rolling. Now you can see a little bit of the fire devastation. Along the roads it's green, huh? Because the trees were cleared back. Okay, our next little town coming up, I believe it's called Greenville. Another small community. You know, these guys faced that fire head on. It came right into these towns. Look straight ahead over that hill. I'm sure they had to evacuate here. Looks like they saved the homes though. There's the spot. Cute little town, huh? Little park there on the left. Gas station. Looks like they got some new construction going. Might have been from the fires, I don't know. Alright, well, we'll keep on trucking. Ten more miles up to that Lake Almanor. Ever wonder what it looks like after a massive wildfire? This is it. This is all remnants of what they called the Dixie Fire. What was it, almost 2 years ago, I guess? It threatened towns up here. But as far as you can see, it just stripped the land, all the vegetation. All the trees are gone. Just consumed it. Both sides of the road. You don't think about this stuff when you see it on the news. They said over 1 million acres was consumed. It'll grow back though, it's gonna take a while. I know they replant trees. They do have plans for all this. I think the town come up. The fire got right into some of these little towns up here. And look at this. Once in a while you see a little patch of greenery. Wonder how those got saved. Maybe the fire crews were set up right there. But that little patch of greenery got saved out of all this devastation. Because that goes back a lot of miles. Alright, we're getting up to this big Lake Almanor. Coming up quick. And this little town is called Canyon Dam. And that fire was right in this town. Look at the trees. It came right into town here. And the buildings are still here. Firefighters are something else, aren't they? Have those aerial bombers dropping all that fire, that red fire retardant. Waters. But look at the trees right next to the buildings is burnt. That's incredible. Even right up to the roadway. Now you just see the dead trees, but I mean back then, oh my goodness. There's a highway patrol. Haven't seen any of them guys yet. Okay, that big lake ought to be right up here. Try to get a picture of it. Right there off to the right. Oh, cool. Here's a place to pull off. Let's get a little view of Lake Almanor. Huge reservoir lake. Right there, it looks like a pump house or something. I'm sure this lake was a game changer when it came to fighting the fires. What a good resource to have. That's still amazing. I mean, right in town, those burnt trees right here, that's something. I'm sure it's memories these people will never forget. Right there it was. That whole hill would have just been engulfed. Quite a few RVs, looks like fishing areas, all kinds of cool stuff here. And there's the river down there. Looks like a spillway, more fishing areas. So the trees got saved right along the water, didn't it? What's the old saying? Beauty and the Beast. Beauty after the beast of the fire is still here. Very cool. Coming up next, Lassen Volcanic National Park. Talk soon.